Hey guys, Monochrome here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Genuinely good to have you. Today we're taking a look at the Cold Steel Secret Edge. Now this is a neck knife primarily marketed as a self-defense option. Those of you who've been with me for quite a while, you know that I have training in knife combatives, not knife fighting. Knife fighting, made up Hollywood BS, knife combatives. And as someone who has training in knife combatives, you also know that I do not advocate carrying a knife for use as a weapon or for self-defense purposes. I just don't. There's a number of good reasons why. Not going to get into that, but I'm going to review this product from the point of view of carrying it for self-defense without giving away any techniques or, for lack of a better term, trade secrets. I do not teach knife combatives on my channel, and some of you know that. But okay, since it's marketed as a self-defense tool, let's take a look at it from that perspective. Here's the box. Nice box. What do you get in the box? Well, you get a well-made bead chain for your neck knife. Lovely. And here's the neck knife. Now, overall length is 6.5 inches, but it does feel a little bit shorter than that. This is a very compact, short, relatively short for a neck knife, and very thin. So, first issue. This design, when lawmakers talk about dirk, daggers, and when they pass laws against dirk and daggers, well, I mean, let's face it. This is what you're looking at here. This is blatantly a dirk. Or you could call it a single-edged dagger. But yeah, lots of knives are labeled as something they're not. This is clearly a dirk. So that means it's going to be illegal to carry in a large number of jurisdictions. So that's the first issue. Second issue, and this is a minor one, but back here, that is very rough. It's cut at a 90-degree angle. The back portion of the handle, definitely not the most comfortable to hold on to. Third issue, that is a very short handle. Now, that's not a problem on a lot of short-handled fixed-blade knives, but those knives have good jimping. This one does not. That's just for show. And they typically have some sort of bump or protrusion at the bottom here to make sure you don't accidentally slide your fingers up onto that cutting edge. As you can see here, there is no transition. You go straight from handle to unsharpened choil to cutting edge. And with a handle this short, it is very easy to go right past that unsharpened choil onto the cutting edge. So you end up hurting yourself. There's no bump, no protrusion, heck, not even a finger groove for your index finger. It's just straight onto the blade. That's another issue. The back portion is a bit tapered, which also does not contribute to a good solid hold. Although, as you can see, the handle, the handle is a bit rough, so that's good. Blade is 3.5 inches long, and as usual, guys, there will be specs in the description box below. Be sure to check that out when the video is over. Now, I will say this, one issue with a lot of neck knives carried for self-defense purposes is that if we're dealing with an asymmetrical design instead of a symmetrical one like this one, as you're wearing it around the neck, the sheath, and therefore the knife, can easily get flipped. So with an asymmetrical design, you go to grab the knife, it's flipped, you pull it out, now it's in an awkward position in your hand. Not good. This does not suffer from that. Although, because the handle is symmetrical, you're not going to be able to tell by feel alone which way is that cutting edge. Is it facing up? Is it facing down? You're not going to be sure in the heat of the moment. And there's another issue. Oh, by the way, the sheath is very secure. It's not Kydex, but it looks kind of sort of like Kydex and feels like Kydex, even though it's not. But yeah, here's the other problem. Not the sheath material. Look how far this sheath extends. You got 1, 2, 3 holes, and the third one is covered up. And this is already a very short handle. 6.5 inches overall, 3.5-inch blade. You do the math how long the handle is. So when this is dangling from your neck, you can't just grab it with a full grip and pull. Not gonna happen. Heat of the moment, you need your neck knife immediately. There's an attacker coming towards you. You have to train yourself to get this out of this. That means a partial grip with your middle finger and your ring finger, and your pinky is just dangling. So you're going to reach up, grab it by these 2 fingers, and pull. And then curl your index finger around the rest of the handle. Problem is, heat of the moment, your fine motor skills are gone. All you can rely on is gross motor skills. So what do? You reach up too high and the knife doesn't come out. Or you reach up a little bit higher, you use that 2-finger hold, pull the knife out, but because you reached a little bit higher, your index finger can partially go onto the cutting edge. And once you've got this in hand, you're going to squeeze. Natural reaction. And you're going to end up badly cutting your index finger. Keep in mind, this is a cold steel knife. These bad boys come sharp from the factory. Very sharp. So that's another issue. Now you might be wondering, well, why did cold steel do that with the sheath where it extends so far down? It's simple. Again, there's no protrusions, no bumps, no finger grooves. This is a very symmetrical knife with very straight lines. The problem is when you have a design like this, you have to mold the plastic or Kydex sheath so there's more of it around the handle. Otherwise, this is just going to slip out way too easily from the sheath when you're wearing it upside down on your neck. So in order to prevent that, Cold Steel had to add more material. Well, that fixes the retention issue, but when you add more material and you cover up an already very short handle, yeah, same problem. Heat of the moment, you reach up to grab your neck knife, damn it, it's not coming out. Well, seconds count, now you're screwed. So even if you train yourself, 2-finger grip, pull this out, again, you could easily grip too high and you end up wrapping your index finger partially around that cutting edge. But take a look at where my thumb is. See that? Again, back to the issue of, well, the sheath flipped around while you were wearing it. So you go to grab the knife, it's flipped around. That means the cutting edge is up, not down. You grab it and you instinctively place your thumb right on that cutting edge. And again, you're going to squeeze down hard. Well, you didn't realize that the sheath got flipped on you. And because this is symmetrical, you can't tell by feel alone that it got flipped on you. So you're going to grab it thinking that cutting edge is down. It got flipped on you, that cutting edge is up, and you're going to slam the pad of your thumb on that cutting edge. Yeah, no. I mean, from a self-defense perspective, yeah, it's a bad design. From a self-defense perspective, coming from someone who has training in knife combatives, this is a very poor design for self-defense purposes. Is it useful for other things? Well, like I said, it is quite short, quite compact, quite thin. I guess you could use it in the great outdoors, but yeah, this handle really isn't all that comfortable. Although, yeah, you could use it for mundane cutting chores in the great outdoors. You could use this as a knife for cutting up vegetables, sausage, for the camp kitchen stew, that sort of thing. You could use it as a utility knife where you very consciously and slowly grip it and use it. For that, it's good. Its lack of a belly might be an issue for certain outdoor cutting chores, but overall, yeah, it makes a pretty good outdoor utility knife. Not much that can go wrong with it in that setting. For self-defense, absolutely not. No, this is, when you keep in mind how real-world self-defense encounters work, no, there is just too many issues with this knife as a self-defense tool. I don't recommend it for that. As an overall utility knife, maybe a small fixed blade in the camp kitchen or while hiking, yeah, I can see the usefulness if you don't mind a rather short basically 3-finger grip. And that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, for self-defense purposes, legally speaking, this is a dirk, a single-edged dagger. Legally speaking, this is a dirk, and it's going to be blatantly illegal in a lot of jurisdictions. And the design itself, from a pragmatic point of view, does not make it a good self-defense neck knife. Can you use a neck knife for self-defense purposes? Yes, absolutely. And there are some designs out there which are quite good for that. This definitely is not. I'm sorry, it's not. If you're looking for a self-defense neck knife, no, this is an avoid. Sorry, guys. Again, I do like the thinness, the overall short length, how compact it is. This is, yeah, as a utility fixed blade, especially around camp kitchen or hiking, yeah, quite useful. Self-defense, no, I'm sorry, but no. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please stay safe out there. I'll see you soon. Unfortunately, it's still dangerous. And this is not the solution for dealing with the danger. Take care.